Florida Tech softball is on the air this afternoon from Nancy Bocke Field on the campus of Florida Tech. It's a Sunshine State Conference doubleheader as the Florida Tech Panthers host the Tampa Spartans. And a pleasant good afternoon, everyone. Jason Miles with you on the Panther website, FloridaTechSports.com, along the SSC Digital Network. For Florida Tech, they come in with a record of 4-1. The only loss came the other night over in Tampa in a lightning shorted game. It went 5 innings. Tampa was leading 2-0. They waited out the lightning delay and the rain delay for about 90 minutes, could not resume the game, and Tampa got credited with the win. So that was Florida Tech's first loss of the season. Tampa scored a couple of unearned runs in the third inning, and that would be the difference in the game. The Spartans, on the other hand, they're 2-3. So actually both teams have played the same number of games. Of course, Florida Tech, they had a series against Nova that was postponed, and Tampa had a series against Rollins that was postponed. So Tampa lost 3 out of 4 to Palm Beach Atlantic. They played 2 at home and 2 on the road against the Sailfish, lost 3 out of 4. So again, the Panthers 4-1 and Tampa at 2-3. Always a great matchup when these two teams get together. The game about to start. Let's give the Tampa lineup. Leading things off will be the shortstop, Stephanie Ballmer. Batting second, the second baseman, Christina Klauberg. Hitting third will be the pitcher, Mariah Galehouse. Batting at the fourth position, the center fielder, Corin Miner. Hitting fifth, playing left field, is Lauren Fantone. Hitting sixth is the catcher, Lexi Chevalier. Batting seventh, the third baseman is Bailey Phillips. Hitting eighth, playing first base, is Emily Jansen. And batting ninth for the Spartans, the right fielder, Emily Profit. Samantha Guider is in the pitcher circle for Florida Tech. And at exactly 2:30 Eastern time, we're underway. Again, this will be a Sunshine State Conference doubleheader. We've got 2 7-inning games on tap, Florida Tech and Tampa. Ballmer off to a good start this year, batting .313. She is 5 for 16 as she fouls this one straight back out of play, and that'll run the count to 1 ball and 1 strike. Leslie Canner, the head coach of Tampa, she is coaching at third base. She is in her 26th season, and she is now the senior softball coach in the conference. That's because Chris Pilato of Florida Southern retired last year after about 40 years with the Moxons. He pitches low for a ball. In fact, I talked to Coach Canner before the game, and I meant to bring that up, saying, hey, you're the senior lady now, but I didn't bring it up. But she has been a fixture at Tampa. And the Spartans regularly make the regionals. They've not won a national championship, but they always represent the conference well. The pitch is high for a ball, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Ballmer. Again, Tampa 2-3, team batting average .256. Again, Ballmer at .313. So she is, technically, she is third on the team in hitting, behind Fontaine and Alexa Russo, who's not in the lineup. Pitch in for a called strike. That's a 3-ball, 2-strike count on Ballmer. So again, Ballmer to be followed by Christina Klauberg and Mariah Galehouse. Outfield is shading Ballmer slightly to left center. And the 3-2 pitch is lined and caught. Ashley Campbell, quick as a panther, able to deny Ballmer of a possible base hit. In fact, that could have been a double down the left field line, but Ashley Campbell said, not on my watch. So 1 out here in the top of the first inning, just underway from Nancy Bocke Field. Here's the second baseman, Christina Klauberg. Klauberg off to a bit of a slow start, just batting .182. The pitch by Guiders, a roller foul down the left field line. So strike 1 count on Klauberg. Klauberg is 2 for 11 on the year. She's had 11 at-bats. The good news is she's only struck out once, so she usually makes pretty good contact, but just struggling with the batting average. Feet parallel the plate. Guider with the pitch, and it just missed. That leaving the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Samantha Guider, the junior, the transfer from Seminole State. She's also out of Claremont, Florida, East Ridge High. And the pitch is a little bit high for a ball. Charles Smith is our home plate umpire. We got Bernard Jethro on the bases. And, of course, they'll flip-flop for game number 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike on Christina Klauberg. Again, no score, just underway from Nancy Bocke Field. And the pitch is fouled off, straight back. That'll even the count up at 2-2 on Klauberg. Again, Galehouse is in the on-deck circle. Guider with a record of 1-0, a 3.36 earned run average. And the pitch is a chopper. Nice play by Campbell. Throws to first in time. So Campbell has a put out and assist for the first two batters of the game as Clawberger's retired 5-3, 2 outs and nobody on. That'll bring up Mariah Galehouse, the pitcher. Guider's winning start was against Lynn. That was 2 weeks ago. Again, Florida Tech, they haven't played in a while. Again, they did not play the series against Nova either here or down in Fort Lauderdale, so they've been off for a while until they played a couple of nights ago, pitching for a called strike 0-1. So Guider in her winning effort against Lynn went 4 1/3 innings. She allowed 4 runs, all of them earned on 6 hits. She walked 1, struck out 2. She threw 65 pitches. There's a high pop-up to short. Panther shortstop Wessel makes the catch. And that retires the side. So a good start for Samantha Guider in the top of the first inning. So Tampa put down 3 up and 3 down. We have played 1/2 an inning here at Nancy Botke Field on the campus of Florida Tech. It is Tampa 0 and Florida Tech coming up. Let's take a look at the Panther lineup under the direction of Val Silvestrini. Panther lineup looks like this. Leading things off be the center fielder, Cheyenne Nelson. Batting second, playing shortstop, Michaela Wessel. Hitting in the third spot, the designated player, Tina Velasquez. Batting in the 4 position, the first baseman, Victoria Schramm. Hitting fifth will be the second baseman, Chloe French. Batting in the number 6 spot, the third baseman, Ashley Campbell. Batting seventh in right field is Michaela Lewin. Hitting 8th and catching is Jolie Miracle. And batting 9th will be the left fielder, Whitney Ellis. Emily Figueroa is out injured, so Ellis in place of her in left field against Samantha Guider, the pitcher for Florida Tech. As I mentioned, 65 pitches, walked 1, struck out 2 in that win over Lynn. Let's take a look at Tampa defensively. Emily Jansen is playing first base. Christina Clawberg at second. Stephanie Ballmer, the shortstop, and Bailey Phillips is at third. Lauren Fantone is in left field. We got Corin Miner in center field. Miner is going to pitch the second game. She's also a very good hitter, as is Galehouse, the starting pitcher in this game for the Spartans. So we got 2 good hitting pitchers for Tampa. They hit and they pitch very well. Emily Profit is playing right field. Lexi Chevalier is behind home plate, and again, Mariah Galehouse is in the circle. The pitch misses for a ball 1. Leading off for Florida Tech is Cheyenne Nelson. Nelson went 2 for 3 the other night against Tampa. She's got a 5-game hitting streak going. In fact, she has hit safely in all 5 games. Pitch in for a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. She is 12 for 18 on the year, batting .667. So Nelson off to an outstanding start at the plate. Of course, she plays a very good center field. There's a roller hit back to Galehouse, throws to first in time, and Nelson is retired, 1 away in the bottom of the first. That'll bring up the shortstop, Michaela Wessel. Wessel a little slow at the gate. She's 2 for 16, batting .125. Well, again, Wessel in her senior year, again, start off in the program as a center fielder, but switched to shortstop in the abbreviated 2020 season. Pitches in for a called strike. Evidently, she played shortstop in high school, so that wasn't too much of a transition for her. Well, again, it's great to have versatility, especially outfielders who could be infielders and vice versa. There's a chopper in the hole to short. Ballmer, hot potato, get the sour cream out. So is that a base hit? Yes. Okay. So infield hit for Wessel. And that'll bring up Tina Velasquez, the Panther designated player. Velasquez is batting .385. Believe it or not, that's only good for third in the club, and actually she's in a tie with Schramm and French at .385. 5 for 11 on the season, 5 runs scored, second of the team, pitching for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Velasquez with 2 doubles in the air, 5 runs batted in. That is second on the team by Nelson, who has 10. So Wessel on at first with 1 out, no score, bottom of the first. Wessel running, throw down to second, is not in time. The ball ricochets into center field, and Wessel will go to third. Speed kills. Probably on the catcher, but that's my opinion. So Wessel steals second. All right, so that'll be an E6. All right, so stolen base for Wessel, moves to third on the air. So she is on third with 1 out. Pitch is low for a ball, and the count to Velasquez is 1 ball and 2 strikes. So again, Tina at .385. Florida Tech as a team is batting .354. Again, it's a little bit skewed. Again, Florida Tech's only played 5 games, but they've been hitting the ball pretty well in the early going. That one is sliced foul off the Panther dugout fence. And the count remains 1-2 on Tina Velasquez. Victoria Schramm is in the on-deck circle. For Wessel, that was her first stolen base of the year. Strikeout for Velasquez. Here comes Wessel trying to score, and she'll score. So Velasquez strikes out, but the ball was dropped, and while the catcher Chevalier was throwing down the first, Wessel sneaked in for the run. So it's 1-0 Florida Tech. So first strikeout of the game for Galehouse, but it's a little bit hollow. She allows a run. Really not her fault. She did her job striking the batter out. So Victoria Schramm at the plate. She's out of New Jersey. Pitch in for a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Schramm, Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. She is an engineering major. And the pitch to Schramm misses, and it's a 2-1. So we did charge an error?
Not on that last play.
No?
The one at second was a fielding error by the shortstop.
Okay. All right, the 2-1 pitch is sliced foul. Look out. Good moves by Miss Amarantziana. Okay, that's either Shawnee or the other one. Jeez. Starting to lose it a little bit, folks. So one of the Amarantzianas coaching at first. I can never remember which one. Pitch is missing for a ball, and it's 3-2. She still has the quick moves, whichever one it is. Still want to see those two in a race. See who wins. I think it'd be a photo finish. 3-2 pitch is a chopper hit wide of second and goes into center field for the base hit. So Schramm, a 2-out single. Again, Florida Tech already with a run in. Schramm keeps the inning alive, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Chloe French. Well, French, like Schramm and Velasquez, all hitting .385. Pitch is in for a called strike, is called by the home plate umpire, Charles Smith. So French is 5 for 13 at the plate. She has not struck out yet, and this is her 14th at bat of the season. Strike 1 pitch is a little roller hit to right field, and he'll go it through for a base hit. So stopping at second will be Schramm, and French with a little roller that sneaked past the first baseman Jansen and the second baseman Klauberg and rolled in the shallow right field. So back-to-back singles by Schramm and French with 2 outs. Schramm on second, French on first, and here's the third baseman, Ashley Campbell. So the Panthers lead 1-0 and looking to try and get more here in the bottom of the first. Pitch on the way is low for a ball, and it's a ball 1 on Ashley Campbell. Campbell batting .182. She is 2 for 11 on the season, so a little bit of a slow start for her. Pitch is low for a ball. That'll run the count to 2-0 on Ashley Campbell. Campbell was 0 for 2 the other night in Tampa's 2-1 win over the Panthers. Again, that game was stopped by lightning. Oh, wow. What was that, a strikeout?
No, they picked her off at second, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. I can't put my head down for a minute, can I? I did that when I played basketball, too. Sometimes I put my head down. It's like 10 points have been scored. All right, folks, I guess we had a pickoff at second. Boy. So that's the end of the inning. Florida Tech has to settle for 1 run. And we go to the top of the second. It's Florida Tech 1 and Tampa nothing. You know how to play commercials?
I do not, but I can
All right,
play commercials.
At the bottom of every inning, we're going to play a commercial, so just give me a little bit of a break. Try and just play a 30 if you can there, Nate.
Same year as NASA, Florida Institute of Technology helped put the space in the Space Coast. Aerospace is in our DNA. It's what we did first, and it's what we do best.
Florida Tech is developing engineers with the skill sets foundational to the aerospace industry and companies like Northrop Grumman here on the Space Coast.
The best place to put the Florida Institute of Technology is the Space Coast here in Melbourne, Florida.
Our work and your industry go hand in hand. Florida Tech stands for aerospace. Florida Tech stands for the Space Coast.
All right, welcome back for the top of the second inning. Florida Tech jumping out to a 1-0 lead. Again, Samantha Guider in the pitcher circle, retired Tampa 1-2-3 in the top of the first, so 4, 5, and 6 to face her. Here in the second, Corin Miner, Lauren Fantone, and Lexi Chevalier. So here's Miner. Again, she's going to pitch game number 2, and she's also a very good hitter. Always good when you can help your own cause. She'll try and do that in game 2. She's batting .286. Pitch on the way is a floater out in the right center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. So perfectly placed by Miner. Put it into no man's land between the Panther center fielder, Nelson, and the Panther right fielder, Lewin. So potential tying run is on at first with nobody out here in the second. Here's Lauren Fantone, the left fielder. Fantone is 3 for 9 in the year, batting .333, second leading hitter on the club. And the pitch in for a called strike. Nice outside corner pitch by Guider. Fantone 0 for 2 the other night. Florida Tech actually out-hit Tampa 4-3 in that 2-0 loss. The pitch misses. It'll be 1 ball and 1 strike on Fantone with Chevalier on deck. Again, 2 unearned runs by Tampa was the difference in the 2-0 win. And the bunt is fouled off behind home plate. And it's a 1 ball and 2 strike count on Lauren Fantone. Fantone out of DeLand, a freshman. Went to DeLand High School. I went to Stetson my first 2 years. That is located in DeLand. I remember the radio announcer always saying, a beautiful day in delightful DeLand. And swinging and missing is Fantone. That'll be the first strikeout for Samantha Guider. So 1 away and Miner still on first. That'll bring up the catcher, Lexi. Lexi Chevalier. I'll say her name about 2 or 3 different ways. Again, her brother plays baseball at Nova, so I really had fun the other night trying to pronounce his name. They are related. Pitch outside for a ball. And the count is 1-0. It's just, I'll tell you, it's just one of those names I'm just never going to get right. I'll probably say it wrong 2 or 3 different ways. So let me just spell it. Chevalier. All right, the pitch on the way is swung on and missed. A little high heat by Guider. That was the rise ball. Again, Guider, a transfer from Seminole State. And Seminole State was quite a program. Guider last year in the abbreviated season went 10-1, a 1.52 ERA, and the pitch is in for a called strike, and it's 1-2. So Guider 10-1, 1.52 ERA. She had 9 complete games. She gave up just 61 hits in 69 innings of work. Here's the 1-2, and a little changeup misses for a ball, and it's 2-2. Guider had a 5-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio last year for Seminole State. 69 strikeouts, just 13 walks, and opponents only batted .233 against her. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Chevalier, and it's fouled off and out of play. So 10-1 last year. 2 years ago in her freshman year, 2019, she was 13-4 and a 1.97 ERA. So in her career, she was 23-5 for Seminole State. 13-4 2 years ago, 1.97 ERA. She had 4 shutouts and also 4 saves. The pitch is high for a ball, and the count is 3-2. And her strikeout to walk ratio, even more impressive during her freshman year. She struck out 101 and walked 28. So that is about a 3.5 to 1 strikeout to walk ratio 2 years ago. So she's a good one, and trying to translate it to NCAA Division II. The 3-2 pitch is a roller foul. Again, Florida Tech is in pretty good shape with their pitching. I mean, Jordan Lawless is very good. Tina Velasquez might pitch a little bit more in relief than start this year. You got Rachel Troche, who has some promise, and then you got Samantha Guider. I mean, if you've got 2 really good pitchers in Division II softball, you have a chance to win just about every game if you don't commit a lot of errors. All right, the 3-2 pitch is coming up to Chevalier. Swung on and missed. So back-to-back strikeouts for Guider, Fantone, and Chevalier. So 2 outs, runner on first. So again, Minor single to start off the inning. She is still at first base. Here's the third baseman, Bailey Phillips. Phillips is 0 for 6 at the plate. She's looking for her first hit of 2021. And the pitch is a little pop-up middle of the infield, and it falls in front of second base for a base hit. I guess that'll just be a base hit. Okay. So that was hit kind of in no man's land between French and Wessel. Nobody could get to it. It wasn't very high in the air. They didn't have much time to react. That brings up Emily Jansen. So we've got the tying run on at second, the go-ahead run on at first here in the top of the second. Again, Florida Tech up 1-0. Rise ball by Guider misses, and it's ball 1 to Jansen. Jansen off to a good start. She's hit safely in 4 or 5 games. She's batting .308. She is 4 for 13 entering today's game. The sun currently goes behind the clouds. Pitch is fouled off and out of play already today, and we're just pretty much underway here. We've had sunshine, and we've had no sunshine. No sunshine if she's gone. Hopefully it'll come back. So 1-1 the count on Guider. Again, Minor on first, or Minor on second, rather. There's a pop-up. Campbell, foul territory, makes the catch, and that retires the side. So Guider, a little bit of trouble in the second, but gets out of it. She leaves 2, no runs on 2 hits. 2 left. We've played an inning and a half. It is Florida Tech 1 and Tampa nothing. Again, J.C. Morrows with you, FloridaTechSports.com. Tampa leads the all-time series between these two teams, 67-51. Tampa took 2 out of 3 2 years ago over in Tampa. Florida Tech won one of the games 2-0, and then Tampa won 9-1 and 4-3. They did not meet last year. I mean, they were supposed to meet pretty quickly. In fact, Florida Tech was going to have a tough stretch coming up. They were going to play St. Leo, Rollins, and then Tampa. I think it was in that order. But after the Panthers defeated Southern New Hampshire on a Wednesday in mid-March, we all know what happened after that. It was March the 13th, the morning of the 13th, where we shut everything down. Florida Tech was supposed to traveled to St. Leo to play the Lions. It did not happen, and here we are a year later playing softball. So we're so happy we are back. I think everybody's happy. If you're a college basketball fan, March Madness is back. A crazy day yesterday in the first full day of action. All right, Florida Tech batting in the bottom of the second, up 1-0. Ashley Campbell leading things off. And the pitch is in for a called strike, and it's 0-1 on Campbell. So 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order to face Galehouse, Ashley Campbell, Michaela Lewin, and Jolie Miracle. Well, again, Campbell's up at the plate when we had the pickoff play at second. There's a roller to short, picked up by Ballmer, throws to first in time. So Campbell retired 6-3. One away in the bottom of the second. Again, Florida Tech up 1-0, and here's the right fielder, Michaela Lewin. Lewin was 1 for 2 a couple of nights ago, had a double. And the pitch is in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Lewin batting .333. She is 4 for 12 on the season. Has 2 doubles, tied with Velasquez in that category. Pitch in for a called strike. And it's a 2-strike count on Michaela Lewin. A few years ago, we had Michaela Palmer. Now we've got Michaela Lewin. I miss Michaela Palmer. She's up in Jacksonville. She was a civil engineering major, doing well. I keep in touch with her. There's a chopper over the circle. Balmer will throw and gets Lewin. Nice play by Balmer. Didn't have much time to lose. So Balmer at short has both of the assists in this inning. 2 outs and nobody on for the Panthers. That'll bring up the catcher, Jolie Miracle. Miracle's 2 for 10 on the year. She's batting .200, went 0 for 2 the other night against the Spartans. Pitch is high for a ball. Well, again, the Panthers were deep in catching last year, lost both of their catchers, including Vanessa Rubio. So Miracle's pretty much assumed the full-time duty, and she is learning on the job. Pitch is in for a called strike. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Jolie Miracle. She is an engineering major. She's out of Tampa, Sickles High School. Wants to go into the Air Force. When she completes her time at Florida Tech, she takes a changeup low for a ball, and it's 2-1 on Miracle. Val Silvestrini is coaching down at third base. Of course, she is in her 12th year as head coach. And the pitch in for a called strike, and it's 2-2. So 2-2 on Miracle. Galehouse working quickly, and the pitch in the dirt. And it's a 3 ball and a 2-strike count. Well, we got history here today as Florida Tech with a 4-1 record. And Val Silvestrini is sitting on 315 wins in her career as head coach. There's a fly ball to left. Left fielder under it makes the catch. That is Fantone, and that retires the side. I'll have to pick up on that a little bit later on. Let you know what's going on with that. So fly ball to left by Miracle ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down inning executed by Mariah Galehouse. So we go to the top of the third inning here at Nancy Botke Field on the campus of Florida Tech. It is 1-0 in favor of Florida Tech. And we're going to pause. This is Panther Softball at FloridaTechSports.com. All right, welcome back. Got Trey Shanaville from the men's basketball team next to me helping us out today on the computer. Panther men's basketball team unfortunately ended their season, lost to St. Leo the other night, and Trey is going to Appalachian State for his final year of eligibility. Billy Mims is going to miss the three-pointers. I'll tell you that. You were Mr. 3, so good luck to Trey. You're living up to your name, Trey Shanaville. Yeah. Women's basketball almost done, so no more basketball until the fall, but plenty of other sports going on. Again, Panther baseball losing 7-1 last night to Tampa. They are currently playing a doubleheader over in Tampa against the Spartans, hoping for better things. I'll be back on the baseball route on next Thursday. Panthers will take on Barry. Barry is going to be the next opponent for softball. They're going to go down to Barry on Wednesday and then play a doubleheader against Barry next Saturday. That'll be here at Nancy Botke Field. Well, again, the way it goes for softball, at least, 2 games at each site with all the teams that are, playing softball. Embry-Riddle and Eckerd decided not to play. Everybody else in the conference is playing. So the schedule pretty simplified. Only conference games, 4 games against one team, and then you move on to the next team. Here's Emily Profit, the right fielder for the Spartans, and she fouls it off right side behind the plate. And it's a no ball and 1 strike count. Again, we're in the top of the 3rd inning. Florida Tech up 1-0. 9-1-2 in the batting order. It's Profit, Balmer, and Clawberg. So Guider is nursing a 1-0 lead. That one is hit to 3rd. Nice snag by Campbell. Throws to 1st in time. So Profit retired. Active game at 3rd base so far for Campbell, as Balmer hit a line drive to her in the 1st. Campbell also had an assist in the 1st. She has an assist here. All right, back to the top of the batting order. Stephanie Balmer, again, she lined out to Campbell. Campbell pretty much denied her an extra base hit down the left field line. Pitch to Balmer on the outside corner, in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Balmer, 5'10" junior out of Tampa. Well, again, Leslie Canner, she likes to recruit in Florida and especially in Tampa. Has a lot of Tampa players on her roster. Ball's fouled off and out of play. In fact, 17 of her 20 players are from Florida, 4 from Tampa. Also a couple out of Valrico. Valrico, I don't know if you consider it a suburb of Tampa, but it's kind of right next door. And let's see, 1 player from St. Petersburg, which is right across the Howard Franklin Bridge. There's a high pop-up right side. Is it playable? Miracle will make the catch. Battling the wind. Again, it's like a wind tunnel out here. Swirling wind. Old Glory is getting a workout out there, and Miracle got a workout trying to track that ball, but she made the play. That was anything but easy. So 2 outs and nobody on. That'll bring up Christina Clawberg, the second baseman. Clawberg grounded out to 3rd, her first time up. Clawberg also out of Tampa, went to Tampa Catholic High School. And the pitch misses for a ball. It's ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes. Outfield shading Clawberg slightly toward left center, and this one is hit in the left center field. That'll be a base hit. So 2-out single Clawberg. She is on at first. Now bring up Mariah Galehouse, trying to help her own cause. Again, she is the starting pitcher. She popped up to short her first time up. Well, again, Minor is a pitcher. She is playing center field in this game. She'll pitch in game 2. She's batting .286, and Galehouse, also a hitter. She is batting .250. Well, I tell you, it helps you when your pitcher can hit. This one is a chopper hit to short. Wessel knocks it down, throws to second, and safe at second base. Very close. But called safe by the base umpire, Bernard Jethro. So good speed by Clawberg, able to beat the play at second. So that's simply an infield hit. Oh, wow. He's 6. Okay. All right, Val Silvestrini is going to go out to the circle and talk to Guider. So that'll be an E6 on Wessel. This will be a full summit. The entire infield is going to be in on this one. In the meantime, Leslie Canner is going to talk to her batter, Mariah Galehouse. Canner is assisted by Denise Rubio and also Jackie Davis. Jackie Davis, she's quite a lady. I did a softball tournament with her in Polk City probably about 10 years ago. It was with Softball Magazine. It was just one of those tournaments. It was, I can't even remember if it was fast pitch or slow pitch, but we did that one tournament together, and we have kept in touch. And Jackie recently lost her mom about 3 months ago, so she's trying to get her life back together. She's a wonderful gal. We talked before the game, and she was a very good pitcher at Georgia State in the early 2000s. The pitch outside for a ball, ball one. And I lost my mom almost 2 years ago, so Jackie and I are spiritually connected in that category. So Galehouse at the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on first and second, 2 outs, top of the third. Florida Tech clinging to a 1-0 lead, and the pitch misses for a ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes on Mariah Galehouse. Corin Minor is on deck. And the pitch is high for a ball. So 3 balls and no strikes on Minor. Again, Galehouse reached on the fielder's choice and the error. So Guider in a bit of a pickle here, 3-0. And the pitch is high for a ball, and Tampa has loaded the bases for Lauren Fantone, the left fielder. So first walk of the ball game allowed by Guider. So she has struck out 2, and she has walked 1 so far. Now she's going to try and get by Lauren Fantone. She struck out Fantone swinging in the second. And the pitch is a chopper up the middle. And it goes through in the left center field for the base hit. Throw home will not be in time. So that'll be scored a base hit by Fantone. She drives in 2 runs. And Tampa is up 2-1. So Guider got her glove on it, which wasn't necessarily a bad idea. The ball slowed up a little bit for Wessel, but it still got through Wessel and into center field. So Clawberg scored and Galehouse scored. And now we got runners on first and second. We got Minor on second, Fantone on first, and here's Lexi Chevalier. Lexi struck out swinging in the second. And the pitch is low for a ball. Nice block by Miracles. That one was in the dirt. And it's a 1 ball, no strikes on Lexi. Lexi, one of the players out of Valrico, right next to Tampa. Bloomingdale High, a sophomore. Again, she's got a brother who plays baseball at Nova. High pop-up right side. This one is a fair ball, and it'll be caught by the Panther first baseman, Victoria Schramm, and that ends the inning. But a productive inning for Tampa as they send 7 batters to the plate. They score 2. And they do so on 2 hits. So that's the end of the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third inning here at Andy Sumnick Les Hall Field on the campus of Florida Tech. It is Tampa 2 and Florida Tech 1. Again, J.C. Myers with you, Florida Tech Sports.com. Well, I was talking about Val Silvestrini earlier, and yeah, she's got a milestone coming up if she can win one of these 2 games. Florida Tech is 4-1. Again, Val came into the season with 311 wins, 232 losses. Again, this is her 12th year at the helm. And if she gets to, she's currently on 315, trying to get 316 today, and she will tie Nancy Botke for the all-time win total. And if Florida Tech can win the doubleheader, she will surpass Botke. So, sitting on a little history here. Again, Val Silvestrini, she's done an outstanding job with this program. It was tough in the beginning as the first 3 seasons and also 4 of the first 5 seasons were losing years. Not losing years by much, but slightly under 500. But since then, really since 2015, Florida Tech has not had a losing season since 2015. So 6 straight years in a row and trying to go on 7 here for Val Silvestrini. So it'll be tough against this Tampa team, but that's what's happening history-wise for Panther softball. As we go to the bottom of the second inning. So 9-1-2 in the batting order. Whitney Ellis, Cheyenne Nelson, and Michaela Wessel to face Mariah Galehouse. Swung on and missed by Ellis. Strike 1 on her. Again, Ellis is playing left field as Emily Figueroa is out with an injury. So right-handed batter, feet slightly open stance from the right side. Thinks about bunting, lays off it, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Whitney Ellis. Now, Whitney is looking for her first hit of the year. She is 0 for 4. Again, she's playing left field. Being played pretty much straight up by the Tampa outfield. This one sliced foul off the big net. Right side, falls right in front of the Tampa dugout. And it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count on Whitney Ellis. Whitney out of Van Buren, Arkansas. I assume she was happy about the Razorbacks win yesterday. Pitches low for a ball. That was a tough game at first, but they repelled Colgate. Colgate kind of played them tough early, and then Arkansas able to pull away for the win. So the Razorbacks live to see another day. 2-2 pitch is high for a ball. Val Silvestrini, that might be her first recruit out of Arkansas. I don't recall any Arkansans, if that's a word, playing for Val. California connection has gone away for a while, though. There's a chopper. It's a foul ball. Charles Smith, emphatic with a call, and he should be. Did a good job. So back to the plate will be Whitney Ellis. That was very close, but just kicked foul at the last minute. So 3-2 the count. So again, Florida Tech trailing at 2-1. Again, Tampa taking the lead with 2 in their half of the top of the third. There's a chopper foul. So long at bat here for Ellis. The count remains at 3-2. Ellis was 0 for 2 the other night. Again, Florida Tech out-hit Tampa 4-3, but lost 2-0 in a 5-inning lightning-shortened game. There's a chopper hit to second. Clawberg up with it, underhands it to her teammate at first, Jansen for the out. And Ellis is retired, 1 away in the bottom of the third. So we go back to the top of the batting order, the Panther center fielder, Cheyenne Nelson, who hit a little tapper back to Galehouse in the first inning. So Nelson now on the year is 12 for 19. Trying to keep a 5-game hitting streak going. She sends this one to right center field, and it's caught, I believe. Yeah, she held on to it. Great play by Minor in right center field. That would not have been a home run, but it was awfully close. If Minor doesn't make the catch, Nelson would probably be standing on third base. So what a play by Corinne Minor, and Nelson is retired. So that brings up Michaela Wessel, the shortstop. Michaela singled and scored the Panther run back in the first inning. And the pitch misses for a ball. Wessel was 0 for 2 the other night. She is now 3 for 17 on the year. Hopefully that single will get her out of her early slump. And Wessel fouls it off. Again, Wessel last year batted .302. Had a 10-game hitting streak during the course of the year last year. Again, left-handed batter. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch on the outside corner in for a strike. And it's 1-2. So 1-2. And swung on a miss. Wessel strikes out. The ball dropped. That's thrown down the right field line. Wessel is going to get to second base. Again, sometimes that play is a little bit harder than we should think. So E2 throwing error and Wessel standing on second. So again, another strikeout for Galehouse, but again, it's kind of hollow because the ball is dropped. Ball is dropped by the catcher Chevalier, and she airmailed it down the right field line. So the potential tying run is on at second base. The pitch is low for a ball. Wessel trying to go to third, and what is the call? She is out. Boy, delayed call there. Very interesting. The base umpire told the plate umpire, hey, you make the call. All right. So Wessel trying to move up on the wild pitch is out at third base, 2-5, and the inning is over. So that means that Tina Velasquez will lead off the next inning. So for Florida Tech, nothing across in their half of the third. We go to the top of the fourth inning here at Nancy Botke Field in the campus of Florida Tech. It is Tampa 2 and Florida Tech 1. So we're going to pause. We'll be back. This is Panther Softball at FloridaTechSports.com.
Institute of Technology is building a new bridge for the Space Coast, the Health Sciences Research Center, a bridge between engineering and anatomy, math and medicine, software and soft tissue.
The healthcare industry depends on scientific advancement and innovation, and that's why having Florida Tech here on the Space Coast is so valuable.
The best place to put the Florida Institute of Technology is the Space Coast here in Melbourne, Florida.
Our work and your health go hand in hand. Florida Tech stands for biomedical engineering and health sciences. Florida Tech stands for the Space Coast.
All right, welcome back. We go to the top of the fourth inning in a wind tunnel here at Nancy Botke Field. The wind is blowing just like it did last night for baseball. In fact, I think it's a little bit stronger. Old Glory getting a workout in left center field. It's currently blowing towards the left field line, I would say about 15 to 20 miles per hour. So, again, any ball hit the left field might have a stewardess on it. All right, so Tampa will come up in their half of the fourth. It'll be the bottom half of the batting order, Bailey Phillips, Emily Jansen, and Emily Profit. Emily Jansen, by the way, E-M-A-L-E-E with that Emily, and then Emily Profit, the old-fashioned Emily spelling, E-M-I-L-Y. So back-to-back Emilys, but different spellings. But this is Bailey Phillips. The pitch is low for a ball. It's ball one on Phillips. Phillips reached on a single, but it was actually a pop-up that did not go very high in the air, and it fell right in front of second base. So she reached on a kind of a pop-up single, I guess you'd call it. This one is lifted out in the left field. It's floated out there for a base hit. Picked up by Ellis and played back in. So Phillips did not hit the ball very hard, but found a nice spot in left field. And it looks like we might have a pinch runner here as they're looking toward the bench. Somebody is hustling in the dugout here, probably trying to get a helmet. And here she comes. It is number 16. Abigail Siegel out of Clearwater, a freshman. So she is pinch running for Phillips. Phillips, no doubt, is probably going to re-enter. Oh, good job by Charles Smith in informing us. We appreciate it. So again, Jansen at the plate. Runner on first. No outs, top of the fourth. Tampa up 2-1. And the pitch by Guider. Ball's put down, and it's the bunt's put down, and it's foul. Well, again, I mentioned Guider's previous start. Again, 4 1/3 innings, 4 runs, 6 hits, walked 1, struck out 2 through 65 pitches. That was a winning effort as Florida Tech defeated Lynn 8-4. That was back on March the 5th. So it's been 15 days between starts. There's the bunt. It's a good one. Throw to first is in time. That'll be a 3-4 sack executed by Jansen, and Phillips moves up to second. Well, last night when I did the baseball game, we had a lot of small ball executed by Tampa really well, and the softball team is duplicating things. Getting the sacrifice punt down, trying to build another run here in the fourth. Here's Emily Profit, the right fielder. She grounded out to third, back in the third. So again, one out, runner on second. Middle of the infield, back deep. There's a high fly ball, deep left field. Let's see, Ellis is back, and she makes the catch on the warning track. Runner tagged at second, will move to third. That was not very far from going out of the ballpark, just to the right of the scoreboard. I'll tell you, if Ellis doesn't make that catch, that might have snuck over the wall. It was really close. So Profit retired by Ellis on a deep fly. Good job, though, by Phillips to tag up. She really did the right thing. She figured it was either going to be an out or a home run, so why not tag up at second? And she moved up on the fly ball. She is standing on third, and Val Silvestrini checking on something. Not quite sure what it is, so we'll just call it Mystery Theater. Back to the top of the batting order. Here's the shortstop, Stephanie Ballmer. She's 0 for 2. She lined out to Campbell in the first. She hit a foul pop-up to Miracle in the third. So runner on third, 2 outs. Tampa looking to extend their 2-1 lead. And the pitch is a high fly ball, foul ball down the left field line. Can Ellis make the play? It's out of my view. Oh, it's a foul ball. Thank you, Charles Smith. And I got a blind side down the left field line, so Charles Smith really comes in handy being the home plate umpire. So good job by Ellis, good effort, but she evidently could not catch up to it. So strike one is the count on Stephanie Ballmer. Again, she's out of Tampa, and she went to George Steinbrenner High School. Big George. Pitch in for a called strike. Well, again, say what you want about George Steinbrenner. I mean, the kind of owner he was, the kind of human being he was. He did some great things in Tampa. Again, he was a shipbuilder before he became the owner of the Yankees. And, I mean, they loved him in Tampa. He's got the high school named after him. Pitch is high for a ball. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ballmer. It's a big spot here for Guider, trying to get the third out of the inning and keep this at a 1-run deficit. This will be a 1-2. And setting up outside was Miracle, and it's outside high, and it's a 2-2. Again, middle of the infield, back deep at normal depth. In at the corners at first and third. 2-2. The pitch. High fly ball, deep left center field. Whitney Ellis is back for a look, and this one is gone. It's a home run for Stephanie Ballmer. So Ballmer with a home run, her first one of the season, and in fact, that is the first home run of the season for the Tampa squad. So it's a 2-run homer, easily scoring Phillips from third, and Tampa leads it 4-1. That didn't get over the wall by far, but it got over the wall, and Ellis was not able to reel it back in. So 2 outs, nobody on. Christina Clawberg, the batter. She is 1 for 2. Pitch in for a called strike, 0-1. Clawberg singled and scored during the 2-run third inning. So it's a 2-run third inning, and so far a 2-run fourth inning for the Tampa Spartans. So Guider has to try and shake that one off. The strike one pitch is inside. That'll even the count up, 1 ball and 1 strike on Clawberg. Feet parallel to the plate. Clawberg. Again, kind of a gusty wind out here. It's very annoying. There's a pop-up foul out of play, and it's 1-2. Tampa was picked preseason number 2 in the Sunshine State Conference poll behind Rollins. Florida Tech was picked number 4 behind Rollins, Tampa, and St. Leo. And we'll see how the prognosticators do by the end of the year. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're not. This one is a liner out in the left field. That'll be a base hit, so 2-out single by Clawberg keeps the inning going for the Spartans. So this will be the 6th batter of the inning. Mariah Galehouse, the pitcher. Galehouse reached on an error. Also, he had a pop-up to short in the first inning. And Val Silvestrini has something up her sleeve, so we might have some changes here for the Panthers. All right, looks like Rachel Troche is going to come in to pitch. So that'll be it for Guider. Troche or Troche? Troche, I think it is, yeah. All right, Rachel Troche will come in. Does not have a record yet this year, 1.5 ERA. This is her third appearance, all in relief. 4 2/3 innings. She's allowed 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 1, struck out 1. She has allowed 1 home run, and opponents are batting 176 against her. Let's take a look at her stats from last season. Again, it was an abbreviated season for everybody. Troche is still looking for her first career win. Went 0-4 last year, a 3.65 ERA. So last year, 9 appearances. She started 6 games. Allowed 28 hits in 23 innings. She allowed 23 runs. 12 of the 23 were earned. Walked 19, struck out 17. So she wants to get that strikeout to walk ratio going in the other direction. She allowed 2 home runs in 23 innings of work, and opponents batted .301 against her. So again, Rachel Troche, the new pitcher for Florida Tech. She will try and get the Panthers out of the inning. She is a sophomore out of Ocoee, went to Dr. Phillips High School, and she was actually a 4-year MVP at Dr. Phillips for their softball team. Pitches in for a called strike. That looked like the rise ball by Troche. In fact, she's got a rise ball, a curve, a screwball, and a changeup. So she's got the full repertoire of pitches. So strike 1 to count on Galehouse. There's a pop-up down the left field line. Campbell will not quite be able to get to it. She tried to catch it over her shoulder, and the ball just eluded her. So it'll be a strike 2 count on Galehouse. Corin Minor to follow. Again, Christina Clawberg on first after singling with 2 outs. And again, a 2-run inning so far for Tampa. They're up 4-1. The pitch is outside and high. It's 1-2 on Galehouse. Now, Galehouse out of Spring Hill, Florida. Just a freshman, 5'8". Leslie Cantor has 9 freshmen out of the 20 players, so pretty young squad. Pitches low for a ball. Again, 17 of the 20 players out of Florida, 4 out of Tampa, 2 out of Valrico, and again, 1 over the Howard Franklin Bridge in St. Pete, that being Minor. The 2-2 is lifted out in the left center field, and this will fall in for a base hit. It's off the wall, it's extra bases, ball thrown into Wessel at short, and it's a long double for Galehouse. So the inning continues. So Galehouse doubles Clawberg to a third. Runners on second and third, and 2 outs. That'll bring up Corinne Minor, the center fielder. She singled in the second. She walked in the third. Florida Tech has to try and stem the tide here and keep this at a 3-run deficit. The pitch is high for a ball. The rise ball misses, and it's a ball 1. Again, breeze blowing out toward left center. So, again, anything hit the left field is going to have assistance by the wind. There's a fly ball to center. This one is deep, and this one is off the wall. Nelson chased it down. This is going to be a 2 RBI triple, and sliding into third base is Corinne Minor. So Nelson went back for the ball, was not able to catch it. So 2 RBI triple by Minor. That scores Clawberg and Galehouse. So it's now a 4-run top of the 4th inning. And we will have a summit in the circle. Val Silvestrini is going to let the players handle this discussion.
Final line for Cam Guider, 3 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 56 pitches, 38 strikes.
All right, thank you, Mr. Durney. Got the line for Guider as Trokey came in with inherited runners, so the book is now closed. The pitch misses for a ball, ball one. So 3 2/3 innings for Guider. She allowed 5 runs, 7 hits. 3 of the 5 runs were earned. She walked 1, struck out 2, had 56 pitches and 38 strikes. Throw down at third is not in time. Well, the Tampa dugout is alive. Most of the dugout is actually sitting in the first base stance. They are very enthusiastic. This has been a big inning, a 4-run third after a 4-run fourth after a 2-run third. That's what I'm trying to say. So this is Fontaine, 1 out of 2. Singled in both runs in the third inning, and she singles in another one here. That's a base hit down the left field line. She thinks about going for 2, but she takes the wide turn and goes back. So a big inning for the Spartans. That is the 5th run of the inning, the 7th run of the game. They lead it 7-1. So the Spartans have batted around. This will be the 9th batter of the inning, Lexi Chevalier. Lexi is 0 for 2. She struck out swinging in the second. She popped up the first in the third. So all of a sudden, 7-1. And the pitch is high for a ball, and it's ball one again. Florida Tech jumped out 1-0 with a run in the first, but since then, all Tampa. Well, again, 7-1 was the final for baseball last night, Tampa defeating Florida Tech. And 7-1 here for softball. There's a pop-up foul straight back as the gusty wind continues to pick up here at the complex. Again, trying to figure out Old Glory is a mystery. It's a swirling wind, currently blowing out. It's been pretty much blowing all over the place so far. Hard to get a read. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch just missed. And it's 2-1 the count on Chevalier. On deck is Bailey Phillips. She started off the inning with a single. She eventually scored the first of the 5 runs. There's a fly ball left, and this one is gone. Oh, I'll tell you, it's a hitting machine for Tampa. Everybody is hitting, particularly here in the inning, and Chevalier hits it out. No doubt about that one. That went over the scoreboard, which has at the top Nancy Bocke Field. So again, a 2-run homer. Ballmer had a 2-run homer earlier in the inning. And this will be the 3rd pitcher for Florida Tech. It'll be the also the 3rd one of the inning. And, well, Samantha Guider is going to come back out. Okay. So Guider is back in. I don't know if she doesn't really need any warm-up pitches. She will face Phillips. So, again, Phillips started off this big inning. She is the 10th batter to bat. She singled and eventually scored the first run of this inning. So it's a 7-run top of the 4th, including 2 home runs, one by Ballmer and one by Chevalier. Also a 2 RBI triple by Minor. So a lot of big extra base hits in this inning for the Spartans. Now, they can do that to you. Again, they've been a traditional power in the Sunshine State Conference. Pitch is low for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Of course, there was no postseason last year. Tampa went up to Pensacola, played West Florida 2 years ago in a memorable series. And West Florida won it. Tampa and West Florida played 2 really classic games. Pitch is outside for a ball. 2 of the games ended 1-0 in 8 innings. Each team won 1. And then West Florida won the deciding game 2-1, and West Florida went on to the World Series, and they'd actually go on to the World Series eventually. Actually, they played Florida Tech the next weekend. Pitch in for a called strike. So that was a regional outing. Florida Tech won their series here. Played West Florida up in Pensacola. West Florida won 2-0, and then West Florida went on to the World Series. But Tampa was right there with West Florida losing 2 really tough games. And the pitch is low for a ball. So Phillips walks, and this will be the 11th batter in the inning. There's Emily Jansen, who earlier in the inning put down a 3-4 sacrifice. And the pitch. It's a fly ball left center field, and Nelson will make the catch. And that retires the side. So, again, 11 batters come to the plate, and Tampa scores 7 in the top of the 4th inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Nancy Bocke Field on the campus of Florida Tech, and Tampa has exploded to a 9-1 lead over the Panthers as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Again, we are scheduled for 7 innings, so Florida Tech still has some chances to chip away, but this will be a tough one to overcome, particularly with the way that Galehouse is pitching, but we'll see what happens. We'll keep it out here. We'll pause during the next half inning. So, again, Tampa leads the all-time series 67-51. They've won 7 of the last 10. Again, both these teams did not play each other last year. I mean, the season kind of ran out in mid-March due to the pandemic. Again, 2 years ago, Tampa took 2 out of 3 over in Tampa. Florida Tech won 2-0 in the first game of the series, and then Tampa won 9-1 in a 5-inning shortened game, and then defeated Florida Tech 4-3 in 13 innings. Well, for Florida Tech, this is the first game that they have played going into the other night. They played the first game in 12 days going into the other night, and again, Tampa beat them 2-0. Again, Florida Tech swept a 4-game series from Lynn, winning 2 here at Nancy Bocke Field and 2 down in Boca Raton. Had a series postponed against Nova, so they have not played in a while. And actually, Tampa, after today, is going to have about 20 days off. Again, they had a series against Rollins that was postponed. Again, they beat Florida Tech the other night, and they lost 3 out of 4 to Palm Beach Atlantic. All right, we go to the bottom of the 4th. Florida Tech in a big hole. They are down 9-1. And here's Tino Velasquez. So 3, 4, and 5 the batting order. Velasquez, Schramm, and French against Galehouse. The pitch is a roller hit towards second. Nice backhanded play by Clawberg. Throws to first in time, and Velasquez is retired. 1 away in the bottom of the 4th. Now bring up Victoria Schramm, the first baseman. Schramm doubled back in the first inning. And the pitch in for a called strike. Again, Florida Tech actually scored their run when Velasquez struck out, and then the throw to first was made, and it was Wessel that came in to score from third. Change-up in for a called strike. So Galehouse has a change-up, a screwball, and also a drop pitch that she likes to throw. There's a ball down the left field line. It's a fair ball. This could be extra bases, but quickly to the ball is Fantone, and Schramm has to stop at first as a big gust of wind comes up. Wow. A lot of dust in the air out on the field. Oh, that must have been nice for the players. Here comes instant dust. All right, so Schramm singles down the left field line, has to hold. As again, that was Fantone getting to the ball quickly. Got a pinch runner for the Panthers. It's Jenna Hornsby, number 5, a sophomore from Alachua, Florida. Santa Fe High. She was the valedictorian. So very good in the classroom. And her postgraduate goal, Jenna Hornsby's postgraduate goal, is to be a trauma surgeon. Was that a dream job, being a trauma surgeon? I think I'd pass on that, but that's what she wants to do. I'm sure she'll be great at it. She'll have to go to med school. I'd rather do ball games than be a trauma surgeon, I'll tell you that. Pitch in for a strike and a steal by Hornsby. But I'll tell you what, if you're down by 8 and you're stealing, you better make it, and she did. So stolen base by Hornsby, and she is in scoring position with a 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Again, 9-1 Tampa. This one is hit right back up the middle, base hit. Let's see if Hornsby's going to score. She's being waved in, and now she's going to try and go back to third. She's going to run down. She'll be tagged out. Throw to second, not in time. Wow. Well, that's too bad. So, what do we got there? Like 8-2 to 5, I believe. Yeah, I got that right. Good. Okay, and so that was French with a single, advances to second on the throw home. Here's the pitch in for a called strike. Nice off-speed pitch by Kalehouse, and it's 0-1. So Ashley Campbell batting. She singled back in the first. So give French a single, moves up to second, and then we have an 8-2-5 as Schramm is thrown out trying to score. Again, Val Silvestrini was waving her in, and then when she realized she wasn't able to score, she tried to get back to third, but was pretty quickly tagged out. Pitch is high for a ball. That'll run the count to 2-1 on Ashley Campbell, who grounded out to short back in the second inning. So if you're Florida Tech, you really hate for that to happen. 2-1. And a check swing and a foul by Campbell. As running to third was French, but she'll have to go back to second. Again, Campbell out of the Canterbury School. Her hometown is listed as Dunedin. Canterbury School, I think, is located in Clearwater. Pitch is low for a ball. I'll tell you, the Blue Jays and the Phillies can play all the spring training baseball they want because the Blue Jays are in Dunedin and the Phillies are in Clearwater, and the two ballparks are literally 5 miles apart. You can almost walk. That one is a floater out in the right field. It's going to be caught. What a catch by Profit. Cashing in on that one, Emily Profit, I'll tell you. Last time I'll use that one. Nice sliding catch, and that will retire the side. So Campbell robbed of a base hit and a possible RBI. So nothing across for Florida Tech in their half of the fourth inning. So we have played 4 here at Nancy Botke Field in the campus of Florida Tech on a very windy, cloudy day as the sun is exited for now. It is Tampa 9 and Florida Tech 1. And we're going to pause and be back. This is Florida Tech Softball, FloridaTechSports.com.
Innovation depends on secure data, and Florida Institute of Technology helps meet the demand for both. We dream in binary code. Information assurance is part of our programming.
When it comes to cybersecurity and AI, Florida Tech is a great asset to the Space Coast.
The best place to put the Florida Institute of Technology is the Space Coast here in Melbourne, Florida.
Our work and your future go hand in hand. Florida Tech stands for cybersecurity and AI. Florida Tech stands for the Space.
We go to the top of the fifth inning. It is 9-1 in favor of Tampa. Again, the Spartans are trying to win their second in a row after beating Florida Tech the other night 2-0 in a lightning-shortened game. Florida Tech, for them, that was their first loss of the season. Again, they swept Lynn in 2-game series here and down in Boca Raton. So against Samantha Geider, she started, she exited the game for Trokey, and then she came back to pitch. Well, again, if you're Val Silvestrini, you don't want to use up all your pitching. Again, you got another game coming up. All right, Emily Profit, who made that nice catch. I mean, how often does that happen? Somebody makes a great defensive play, and then that person leads off the next inning. So Profit, after making that catch, leads off. She is 0 for 2, a ground out to third, and a deep fly ball to left that Ellis caught at the wall. There's a pop-up right center field, and Nelson will make the catch. So Profit, again, she flew out to left deep to Ellis in the fourth inning, flies out to Nelson in right center to lead off the fifth. So back to the top of the batting order, the shortstop Stephanie Ballmer, who hit a 2-run homer during that 7-run fourth. And the changeup, a nice one by Geider, in for a called strike, and it's 0-1. So Ballmer 1 for 3. Again, she lined out to Campbell at third. Campbell robbing her of a possible extra base hit. And then she had a foul pop-up to Miracle, the catcher, in the third inning. There's a fly ball. Ellis in left makes the catch. So a fly ball to center by Profit, followed by a fly ball to left by Ballmer. Quickly 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Again, 9-1 Tampa. That'll bring up the second baseman, Christina Clawberg. Clawberg is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and 2 runs scored. Feet parallel the plate for Clawberg. Again, she's out of Tampa, George Steinbrenner High School. Ball's fouled off and out of play. Actually, you know what? Ballmer's out of Steinbrenner High School. Clawberg's out of Tampa Catholic. Again, 4 players out of Tampa, out of the 17 from Florida in the roster. In for the signs, Guider. And this one is a pop-up. Goes to second base and making the catch is the Panthers second baseman Lewin, and that retires the side. So, again, Guider had a rough 4th inning, but she has an easy 5th inning. In fact, that's the second time in the game that Guider has retired. The Spartans in order, but the 7th inning, or the 4th inning was the killer for her as Tampa had 7 runs. But a good inning there, and Florida Tech trying to get back on the rally trail in the bottom of the 5th inning. So 3 up, 3 down for Tampa. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 9-1 in favor of the Tampa Spartans. Well, again, J.C. Myers with you, FloridaTechSports.com. Again, we're very busy here in springtime as far as Florida Tech sports. Again, baseball currently over in Tampa playing a doubleheader against the Spartans. Again, they lost last night here, 7-1. Soccer lost last night, that being men's soccer. They lost 2-1 to Rollins as Guillermo Segovia scored the only goal. So Robin Chan continuing with his spring men's soccer season, as is Ryan Moon with the ladies soccer team. Men's soccer, if you want to come out for it this coming Friday, they are going to be at home. Also volleyball going on with Coach O'Brien. They have a couple more home matches left for their brief spring season. So again, baseball, softball, volleyball, the 2 soccer teams, and also women's lacrosse. They're going to get their season going next Saturday. Pitch on the way as they change up high for a ball. Leading off for the Panthers here in the bottom of the 5th is Michaela Lewin, the right fielder. So 7, 8, and 9 in the batting order. It's Lewin, Miracle, and Ellis facing Galehouse. The pitch is in for a called strike, and it's 1-1 on Lewin, who hit a ground ball to short back in the 2nd inning. Again, we're scheduled to have men's lacrosse this Wednesday against Lynn. And again, the women will play next Saturday. This one is lifted out in the left center field. A base hit for Lewin. It's going to roll the wall. Lewin turning first. She's going to try and make it into second, and she will with a double. So Lewin with the double. And for Florida Tech, that's their first extra base hit of the game. That is hit number 6. All right, Lexi Clark is going to pinch hit here for Ellis. Or no, for Miracle, rather. So Val Silvestrini making a move. So again, Lewin is on second. And again, Lexi Clark coming up. Ocean engineering major, 5'6" junior out of Trinity, Florida. And Clark looking for her first hit of the year. She is 0 for 2. She does have a run scored. So again, runner on second, nobody out. Florida Tech with a tall mountain to climb. They are down 9-1 here in the 5th. The pitch is off the glove, in for a called strike. Runner goes to third, and in time. So let's see if that's a wild pitch or a pass ball. Oh, steal. Oh, okay. Well, that's the other option. All right. So steal at third by Lewin. She's on third base. And the pitch is a changeup, in for a called strike. Nice pitch there by Galehouse. That'll run the count to strike 2. So Lewin on third with nobody out. Well, again, you can't get all the runs back in one swoop. Got to get one at a time. Try and keep the inning going. As Clark takes a pitch in for a called strike 3. So let's see. That is the third strikeout for Galehouse, and that's actually the first strikeout without a dropped third strike. The other two were with dropped third strikes. All right, here's Whitney Ellis. Rise ball outside, ball 1 to Ellis. She grounded out to second, back in the third inning. So Lewin on third, 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. Again, Tampa, big 7-run fourth. They lead it 9-1. Outfield straightaway against Ellis. Let's see, did she check her swing? It looks like she did. And it's a 2-ball count. Well, now they get a check. Oh, she did swing. So kind of a delayed reaction there, but they did check on the swing, and they said that she swung. So it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And the pitch is sliced foul, first base side out of play. So the count is 1-2 on Ellis. Again, she is an electrical engineering major. She is out of Van Buren, Arkansas. Wants to get her doctorate and do design electrician work for Disney World. Wow. There's a ground ball hit to third, snagged by Phillips, throws to first in time. Throw to the plate is safe. So that'll be a 5-3. And an RBI for Ellis, so it's now 9-2. So the Panthers get the run in from third. That'll be the second run of the inning. Now 2 outs, nobody on, top of the batting order. The center fielder, Cheyenne Nelson, who is 0 for 2. And the pitch, this one is lined and goes in the right center field base hit. This will be at least 2 bases for Nelson, and she will coast into second with a 2-out double. Well, again, Nelson, she was trying to keep her 5-game hitting streak alive, and she does so there. She is now 1 for 3, so Nelson has hit in all 6 of the Panther games. She's on second with 2 outs. That'll bring up Michaela Wessel, the shortstop. Wessel is 1 for 2. She signaled and scored the first Panther run back in the first inning. She then struck out in the third. There's a foul ball, chopper, down the left field line. It'll be a strike 1 count on Michaela Wessel. Again, it's hard to believe the career has gone by this fast for Michaela Wessel, 4-year player, senior out of Virginia Beach. And the pitch is sliced foul. I mean, she's had a real good hitting career for Florida Tech, although she has struggled to get out of the gate this year. Again, she is now 3 for 17 to start the year. So hopefully she'll be able to pick up. Again, she batted .296 her freshman year. And the pitch, beautiful change up in for a call, strike 3. I think Wessel was looking for something else. So the inning is over. Florida Tech does get 1 run in the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. We have played 5 innings here at Nancy Botke Field on the campus of Florida Tech. It is Tampa 9 and Florida Tech 2. And we're going to pause and be back. This is FloridaTechSports.com. All right, welcome back. Top of the 6th inning here at Nancy Botke Field. It is Tampa 9 and Florida Tech 2 as the sun is starting to break through once again. So it's been sunny, cloudy, and now partly sunny as we got an airplane going over the stadium. No, this is not Shea Stadium, where I practically grew up in, and that plane is not as loud as the ones that were at Shea Stadium during my childhood. But, yeah, a big plane going over the ballpark and heading toward the Atlantic Ocean, maybe up to the northeast. Who knows? So we go to the 6th inning. Again, the Panthers getting 1 run back, but they're still down by 7. And leading things off will be the pitcher, Mariah Galehouse, who's pitched a quality ball game and allowing 2 runs and 5 innings of work. So she has reached on an error. Jeez. And here's the pitch by Samantha Guider, who again started the ball game. She left briefly for Trokey, and then she came back in. Again, Gail House out of Spring Hill, Florida. Came in today batting .250. And the pitch is lifted out in the shallow left center field, and it's going to be caught by Whitney Ellis. She went into the slide, and the ball found her glove, and a little bit of a snow cone there at the end, but she held on to it for the out. That's a second nice catch by Ellis as she caught one near the wall earlier in the game. That brings up Corinne Miner, the center fielder. Well, Miner's had herself quite a game, a single, a walk, and a 2 RBI triple. She pops it up right center field, and making the catch is the right fielder, Lewin. So 2 outs and nobody on. And that'll bring up Lauren Fantone, the left fielder. Fantone is 2 for 3. Had a 2 RBI single in the third inning, had an RBI single during that 7-run fourth. Again, swirling wind out here. It's currently blowing straight out to left center. And the pitch is in for a called strike. It's 0-1 on Fantone. Fantone came in batting .333. She was 3 for 9 coming in. So she is now 5 for 11 on the year. Fly ball, left field. Ellis will make the catch, and that retires the side. I'll tell you, it's kind of a misleading score in some ways as Florida Tech is trailing 9-2, but Panther pitching, in fact, it's been Guider. She has retired Tampa in 3 of the 6 innings, but again, Tampa had that big fourth inning with a 7-run fourth. That's been the difference in the game. So 3 up, 3 down for the Spartans in their half of the 6th inning. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is Tampa 9 and Florida Tech 2. Well, again, Florida Tech and Tampa renewing their rivalry after not playing last year. Again, 2 years ago, Tampa took 2 out of 3. Again, the Panthers softball schedule looks like this. They're going to travel to Miami Shores, where my parents used to live a while back, and take on the Barry Buccaneers. Coached by our good friend Sean Cotter, who used to be an assistant coach for Val Silvestrini, but he's in, I want to say maybe it's his 3rd or 4th year at Barry. Either one of those. So that'll be interesting when Val goes down there, and then the 2 teams will turn around and come back here next Saturday for a doubleheader. So Barry on Wednesday on the road, doubleheader, Barry here at home next Saturday. That's the Panther softball schedule coming up for the next week. All right, for the Panthers in the home half of the 6th, trailing 9-2, Tina Velasquez, Victoria Schramm, and Chloe French, 3, 4, and 5 of the batting orders. Gail House with her 6th inning of work, swung on and missed. To Velasquez, who is 0 for 2. She struck out swinging in the first. She grounded out the second in the fourth. So strike 1 count on Tina Velasquez. Out of Cedro, Puerto Rico. Ground ball hit the short. Ballmer squares up, throws to first in time, and Velasquez is retired. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Victoria Schramm, the first baseman. Schramm is 2 for 2. She has 2 hits. Chloe French is 2 for 2. She has 2 hits. They're all singles. Let's see, Wessel and Nelson have a hit apiece. There's a ground ball in the hole, base hit, and Victoria Schramm is 3 for 3, 3 singles. So 1 out single, Schramm. She's on at first. That'll bring up Chloe French, the second baseman. Let's see if French can keep things going. Again, 2 for 2 for her. French was eventually thrown at the plate, 8, 2, and 5. There's a chopper hit to short. Ballmer will go to second for 1, on to first, and safe at first base. So that'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice. French safe at first, and Schramm is out at second. Now bring up Ashley Campbell, the third baseman. Campbell is 0 for 2. Grounded out to short in the second inning, and then pitches outside for a ball 1. She then hit a ball to right field and a nice sliding catch by Profit in right, robbing Campbell of a hit. So runner on first and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch to Campbell is high for a ball. That'll run the count to 2-0 on Ashley Campbell. Again, she went to the Canterbury School. Again, she is out of Dunedin. And again, I did some PA down in Vero Beach for the state softball championships, which must have been 5 or 6 years ago when Campbell was down there playing high school ball, pitching for a strike to Canterbury School. I mean, they appeared at least twice down in Vero Beach as part of the state softball championships. So she was a big part of that really good Canterbury School team. Here's the 2-1, and that one is a ball. I thought Charles Smith was going to call that a strike. I think he was contemplating it, and then he said, nah, I think it's a ball. So 3-1. So Campbell digs back in, slightly open stance. Actually, not slightly, a big open stance from the right side. This one is sliced to right, and it'll be caught by Profit. So Profit has made 2 of the outs against Campbell in this game. For Profit, that was a little bit easier. She made the play, and that retires the side. So Florida Tech threatens, but they do not score. And we have played 6 innings here at Nancy Botke Field on the campus of Florida Tech. It is all Tampa. They lead it 9-2. And we'll pause and be back. This is FloridaTechSports.com.
Same year as NASA, Florida Institute of Technology helped put the space in the Space Coast. Aerospace is in our DNA. It's what we did first, and it's what we do best.
Florida Tech is developing engineers with the skill sets foundational to the aerospace industry and companies like Northrop Grumman here on the Space Coast.
The best place to put the Florida Institute of Technology is the Space Coast here in Melbourne, Florida.
Our work and your industry go hand in hand. Florida Tech stands for aerospace. Florida Tech stands for the Space Coast.
All right, welcome back for the top of the 7th inning. Again, it's been sunny, it's been cloudy, but it's definitely been windy throughout this entire game. Again, J.C. Miles with you, FloridaTechSports.com. Again, Tampa, the big difference in this game, a 7-run 4th inning for them. They lead at 9-2. Again, Florida Tech jumped out 1-0, but since then they have scored 9 of the last 10 runs in this game. So Lexi Chevalier, followed by Bailey Phillips and Emily Jansen, 6, 7, and 8 in the batting order to face Samantha Guider here in the 7th inning. So Chevalier hit a 2-run homer in the 4th inning. This one is lined to left. That'll be a base hit. Picked up by Ellis, played back in. So that one smoked to left field by Chevalier. She is now 2 for 4. Now I'll bring up Bailey Phillips, the third baseman. Phillips has had a good game, 2 for 2, a walk, and a run scored. So Tampa really having their hitting shoes on in this game. And the pitch is in for a ball. It's ball 1. So Guider in for the signs for Miracle. Runner on first, nobody out. Ball 1 pitch. The bunt is put down. It's a good one. Throw to first is in time. That was Lewin taking the throw, so 1-4 sack successful by Phillips, moving Chevalier up to second. So I'll bring up Emily Jansen, the first baseman. Jansen has a sacrifice in this game. Otherwise, she is 0 for 2. Well, again, Tampa lost their first 3 games of the year to Palm Beach Atlantic 2-1, 4-2, and 3-1. Pitch on the way is a changeup in for a called strike, 0-1 on Jansen. They then won their next 2. They defeated Palm Beach Atlantic 4-2 and again defeated Florida Tech in the lightning-shortened game 2-0 the other night. So I guess they were due for a breakout. Their highest scoring game prior to this was 4 runs. They've doubled that today. There's a line drive to Lewin, but it goes off for a glove. Wow. So that is an E4 on Lewin. She had it, and then it popped out of her glove. So holding at second was Chevalier. She was not able to advance. And let's see, we got a pinch hitter for Tampa. Alexa Russo is going to pinch hit. She is out of Tampa Catholic High, just a freshman. And she's played a few games this year. Let's see, Russo, she's actually appeared in 5 games and started 3 of them, but coming off the bench in this one and pitch hitting for Profit. So runners on first and second with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Again, 9-2 Tampa. The pitch by Guider is in for a called strike, and it's 0-1 on Russo. So Russo 3 for 9 at the plate this year, batting .333. Again, Tampa as a team coming in was batting .256. Again, the Tampa bench is alive and well. When you're up 9-2, you're in a good mood. Panther bench, as you might expect, awfully quiet. But again, the good news is another game to follow. And it's amazing when you play a doubleheader. I mean, you could have 2 totally different games. So maybe it'll swing the pendulum to Florida Tech in game 2. Strike 1 pitch is fouled off and out of play. So it's a strike 2 count on Russo. Again, 1 player out of New Jersey, 1 out of Delaware, 1 out of California. Otherwise, all the rest out of the Sunshine State, and the sun is currently shining here. Swung on and missed, so Russo's a pinch hitter, strikes out. We'll have to see if she stays in the game. We'll check on that later. So strikeout for Guider. And let's see, that is strikeout, looks like number 3 for Guider. We go back to the top of the batting order. The shortstop, Stephanie Ballmer, takes a pitch outside for a ball 1. She's 0 for 3. She is lined out, she is popped out, and she is flied out to left. And she's hit a 2-run homer. Actually, she's 1 for 4. Pitch in for a ball. It's high, 2-0 on Ballmer. And again, she hit the 2-run homer in the 4th. That was one of 2 home runs hit in the inning. The other one was by Chevalier. So runners first and second, 2 outs. And the pitch in for a called strike, 2-1 on Ballmer. Again, after today, Tampa is not scheduled to play until April 9th on the road at Barry. So we're going to have a long 20-day layoff. Pitch in for a strike is called by Charles Smith, the home plate umpire. So 2-2 the count. So Chevalier on second and Jansen is on first. Pitch by Guider. Roller hit to second. Picked up by Lewin. Throws to first in time, and the inning is over. So Tampa threatens, but they don't score in their half of the 7th inning. So no runs and 1 hit. There was an error, a sacrifice, and 2 left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last call for Florida Tech as they trail it by the score of 9-2. Again, J.C. Miles with you, FloridaTechSports.com. Thanks for joining us in this sunny, cloudy, windy afternoon. Just take a multiple choice test, and whatever you choose would be correct because we have seen all sorts of weather today. Again, white puffy clouds overhead. Well, bad news in women's lacrosse, evidently, over in Lakeland. The Panthers lost 17-3 to the Lady Mocs. So women's lacrosse is underway, not the way they wanted to get underway, but they will have a home game next Saturday. If you want to come out and watch, that'll be at Palm Bay High School or Florida Tech Panther Stadium. What's that? Oh, okay. They can tune in and watch the game. You're right. Yeah, again, no fans are allowed. But we will be streaming that game if you want to watch it. So 9-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. All right, bottom half of the batting order for Florida Tech. Michaela Lewin, Jolie Miracle, Whitney Ellis to face Galehouse, is trying to get a complete game. Again, Minor's going to pitch game number 2 for Tampa. I imagine Jordan Lawless might pitch the second game for Florida Tech, but don't quote me on that. So Lewin with a double back in the 5th inning. She also has a stolen base, so otherwise 1 for 2 as the pitch misses for a ball. And it's 2 balls and no strikes on Michaela Lewin. Michaela hails all the way from New Zealand in the town of Lower Hutt. There's a high pop-up to second. Clawberg makes the catch on the edge of the outfield grass, 1 away. So 1 out in the 7th. Florida Tech down there, the final 2 outs. Here's Jolie Miracle, the catcher. Miracle is 0 for 1. Clark pinched hit for and struck out in the 5th inning. Miracle flew out to left in the 2nd. All right, now I'd have to call it mostly sunny skies. Again, the wind does not quit all day, blowing probably 15, 20 miles per hour. Oh, beautiful changeup by Galehouse. She has had all her pitches working pretty well today, and she's got a strike 2 count on Miracle. Pitches low and outside. I'll tell you, one thing you can count on with Tampa over the years, they've had some outstanding pitchers. I think the best one that I saw was Kayla Cox, who pitched here about 6 or 7 years ago. Pitch in for a call, strike 3. So Miracle is done, and Florida Tech down to their final out. Whitney Ellis, the left fielder, will bat. She is 0 for 2, but does have an RBI on a ground out. Kayla Cox pitched 11 no-hitters during her Tampa career, including one against Florida Tech back on March the 1st of 2013. The pitch is outside for a ball, so that was 8 years ago. She also had 2 perfect games that year in 2013. Ball's fouled off and out of play. Actually, 11 no-hitters in her career at Tampa. In fact, her career was 2012 to 2014. Also in 2013, she had 56 2/3 innings of scoreless ball. She was quite a pitcher. There's a chopper foul. Deanna Enriot, another good pitcher. She had 8 no-hitters for Tampa during her career. And Julia Morrow was another one. So, Galehouse and Minor trying to pick up in that category and keep the Tampa strong pitching tradition going, and they look pretty good, and this one is currently in the books. So 1 hour and 41 minutes, the time of the game, as Ellis strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts. Galehouse with an exclamation point ending the game, and Tampa wins this one by the score of 9-2. We're going to do a quick wrap-up and then take a break. So Florida Tech got off to a good start in this game. 1 run in the first inning. And again, they actually scored the run while Velasquez was striking out on a drop third strike. The ball was thrown down to first for the out, but Wessel, who singled and eventually made it to third base, was able to score, and Florida Tech led 1-0. That 1-0 lead would last until the third inning when Tampa would take the lead. They got a 2 RBI single by Lauren Fantone. They led 2-1, and then they exploded for 7 runs in the 4th inning. They sent 11 batters to the plate. Scored 7, a pair of 2-run homers, one by Ballmer, one by Chevalier. And that pretty much put the game away as Tampa went on for the 9-2 win. So I'm J.C. Meyerholtz. Again, don't go very far. Game number 2 coming up in the next 25 to 30 minutes. So We will take a break and be back. Thanks for watching, and please come back for game number 2. Tampa wins at 9-2. Signing off for now, but stay close. This is FloridaTechSports.com.
Founded the same year as NASA, Florida Institute of Technology helped put the space in the Space Coast. Aerospace is in our DNA. It's what we did first, and it's what we do best.
Florida Tech is developing engineers with the skill sets foundational to the aerospace industry and companies like Northrop Grumman here on the Space Coast.
The best place to put the Florida Institute of Technology is the Space Coast here in Melbourne, Florida.
Our work and your industry go hand in hand. Florida Tech stands for aerospace. Florida Tech stands for the Space Coast. Florida Institute of Technology is building a new bridge for the Space Coast, the Health Sciences Research Center, a bridge between engineering and anatomy, math and medicine, software and soft tissue.
The healthcare industry depends on scientific advancement and innovation, and that's why having Florida Tech here on the Space Coast is so valuable.
The best place to put the Florida Institute of Technology is the Space Coast here in Melbourne, Florida.
Our work and your health go hand in hand. Florida Tech stands for biomedical engineering and health sciences. Florida Tech stands for the Space Coast. Disruptive innovation depends on secure data, and Florida Institute of Technology helps meet the demand for both. We dream in binary code. Information assurance is part of our programming.
When it comes to cybersecurity and AI, Florida Tech is a great asset to the Space Coast.
The best place to put the Florida Institute of Technology is the Space Coast here in Melbourne, Florida.
Our work and your future go hand in hand. Florida Tech stands for cybersecurity and AI. Florida Tech stands for the Space Coast. Florida Institute of Technology treasures its home near the Indian River Lagoon and Atlantic Ocean. Seawater flows through our veins. Through in-depth marine research, we make waves.
Having Florida Tech as part of our community allows us to do world-class research along the Indian River Lagoon.
The best place to put the Florida Institute of Technology is the Space Coast here in Melbourne, Florida.
Our work and the local environment go hand in hand. Florida Tech stands for marine science and ocean engineering. Florida Tech stands for the Space Coast.
If 2020 has taught us anything, is that we must rise together through adversity.
Whether it's a global pandemic, racism, or social injustice, we can only get through these challenges if we work together.
Here at Florida Tech, we're one of the most diverse universities in the world.
There are over 30 states and 30 countries represented in our athletics department alone.
Us Panthers come in many different sizes and colors and express ourselves differently based on gender, sexual orientation, religion, or cultural beliefs.
Our diversity is our greatest strength here at Florida Tech.
We must rise together and be leaders on our campus and in our community.
Together we rise to keep our fellow Panthers, campus, and community safe during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Together we rise to make sure everyone feels empowered to be themselves.
Together we rise to make sure everyone receives equal treatment.
Together we rise to fight bigotry and hate.
No matter the obstacles, we must rise together to embrace our different strengths as one Panther family. As Panthers, together we rise.
Together we rise.
The same year as NASA, Florida Institute of Technology helped put the space in the Space Coast. Aerospace is in our DNA. It's what we did first, and it's what we do best.
Florida Tech is developing engineers with the skill sets foundational to the aerospace industry and companies like Northrop Grumman here on the Space Coast.
The best place to put the Florida Institute of Technology is the Space Coast here in Melbourne, Florida.
Our work and your industry go hand in hand. Florida Tech stands for aerospace. Florida Tech stands for the Space Coast.